No! No! Dude, can I get a ref in here? Alright, second time's the charm. Yep, we're fixed. We're back to normal. Oh, are we though? So the plan is I'm gonna run around with a longsword and attempt to hunt a 5-star of every monster. Both Rey Dau and Arkveld are out. Rey Dau's going to leave sooner, but like, first hunt of the day, what if I just make it an Arkveld? Gotta lock in, because it's Arkveld. Uh-oh. I didn't grab pods. YouTuber, you need to know everything about the weapon that you're using. YouTuber, helm splitter into the new follow-up. That's insane. YouTuber, hit the cool new move. YouTuber, hit the counter. My ubris. Boo. Boo. Boo, I say. Leave Chatacabra alone. I was prepared for this contingency. I've been finding what are pretty much, like, the permanent-ish camps off camera. Like, these are the camps that are in decent locations and safe. Or at the very least, a little secure. Oh no, there's a Chatacabra. You big bully. Kinda looks like the Doshiguma are gonna be able to, like, wail on him a little bit. Could be huge. We can get the Doshiguma pack to attack. Looks like that's what's happening. They drove the Arkveld away. Who knew all you needed was like 3 big guys? Oh my god. The Talion body blocked me from the helm splitter. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Okay, cool. Well, how do you do?
I'm glad you're all right. Take a second.
Well, that was annoying.
Supplies before heading out, okay?
But like I said, I kind of want to hunt nothing but 5 stars. We can just play the waiting game, or you know what? Maybe we'll try another Arkveld attempt. No choo-choo trains for you. Okay, never mind. You do have choo-choo trains. We are getting him to move on to the rock before I get the 10-minute warning, so surely we're on pace for something, right? Well, I did a cool move. This run feels scripted. Never mind. Whiffed bad. Simply play better. YouTuber, simply play better. It's okay. We're doing fortify strats. Did you know that? We're doing fortify strats. Yep. I knew that was sour. I knew I countered too early. It's... Keep an eye on it. Chain-like appendages. Yeah. And we don't get any free damage from Rey Dau because he just decided he'd be Mr. Not Appearing in this show. Yeah, okay. I miss those. But my aim is getting better. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. That hits me. It wouldn't be Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate 2 if the aerial hitboxes weren't, infuriating. The tail move hits me there! Oh, we're so good! Oh! Give me your face. Oh, we said not doing this. Alright, cool. Awesome. I have decided we will be going after Rey Dau. Oh, that hits me? Okay. That's crazy. Again, we're fighting on the dunes. It seems hitboxes become very easily disjointed on uneven ground. Oh, okay. See, that was something you didn't get out of my hammer gameplay, was that I wasn't consistently hitting the wound punishes. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's up my palico, not me. Yeah, okay, so it is on a cooldown. Looks to be like a minute-long cooldown between wound opportunities. Oh, I can't foresight that. Starting to get into the groove of fast traveling. Because, well, howdy. It certainly helps, doesn't it? Oh, okay. That can't fall on him. But he can just slam dunk himself into it. I mean, it just goes to show what an absolute bastard the open beta test Arkveld is, because Rey Dau is not really giving me any trouble. And I'm actually, like, enjoying my time. Absolutely insane that you can lose that low a pip of stamina. You know what? It's probably because I did a Wiggly Litchi at some point. That's probably what I did. I think I did a Wiggly Litchi there. God, it's like I said, it's that Elden Ring-itis where it's like the attack is staggered, so of course it trips you up. I suppose it's just the same too. It's enough to test someone's like immediate reflexes, it's another thing to actually test whether they recognize a monster move. Oh boy. Looks like we're gonna get ourselves a freebie. Wait, the chase theme is for Arkveld. Bro, like, came into the hunt and thinks he's the main character. I'll get to you when I can! Worth. Got red gauge, it was worth. Oh, okay.
Bomb set.
Bomb bowling.
Set a bomb.
Bomb bowling. Oh! Yep. I neglected to remember about the funny fulgurite that's all over the nest. Ah! Rey Dau down. No deaths. No real surprises.
Carve materials from severed parts.
We're gonna carve it anyways, because, you know. Killed him right on top of his tail. And, you know. There was that. That too. That was cool. Here to humble me is, of course, Arkveld. No, okay. I need to train myself. Do not go for the special sheath.
Engage at your discretion. Say venture destination. Let's get this
Oh, I just straight up get iframes during that? Okay, maybe longsword is a little overpowered. Time for him to become an infinitely more dangerous monster because I've flashed him. Yeah, I was using the Rey Dau to basically lap it out, but it's really just like, you know, the new workflow of longsword is get to red and then burn it as quickly as possible. Reset yourself back to 0. You can choose to live in yellow if you want, but red is just no longer a sharpish. It's no longer a gauge that you stay at. Yeah, longsword is like a much more committal weapon. I would just say if you're used to like timing out your attacks to get off the counter every time, you're literally going to be fine. If you wonder why I'm like looking up all the time, it's because I'm trying to use the radial wheel and whenever you enter a camp area, there's like a delay. Your inputs get hard locked. You stay away from that toad, you monster! This isn't gonna hit. Never mind, I'm calculated. No! God, the aerial hitboxes will be the actual death of me. Unbelievably frustrating. Wah! I was living in fear there because I got trapped in like a really bad spot because guess what? Ledges are still a problem. It's been 3 whole generations since ledges were introduced, and they're still an issue. But I guess, you know, if it's gone this long without them really addressing it, it's clearly something that they intend. You know, because the whole bit about Monster Hunter is your positioning. Like, there's a special focus put on your positioning. It's just... can't really help it with ledges! Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Dude, my ledge trapping game? Nasty. He did it to me again. I thought, okay, he just got out of his fatigue state, so of course the move that he's going to go for, like his next line will be, I'm going to rage roar. But instead, no, it's immediately into charge up. Ugh. Credit where credit is due. That is a mix-up to the normal order of operations. Oh my god, backhanded. No, he's just a baby! No, I didn't roll in. The dunes. I'm telling you, like, this is more than just cope. I swear hitboxes are getting displaced because of the uneven ground. I've rolled into that I don't know how many times and been completely safe. I really don't like fighting on the dunes. I really don't like fighting on the dunes! Hey, what's that? What in God's name is that? I'm the only YouTuber who gets it done. Come on! Dude! It's not even your quest! Can you calm down? No! No! Dude, can I get a ref in here? This is beyond unfair. Do I have to use a large? Are you joking? No, no, no! Come on, dude! I have no time for this! Oh, wait. No. Yeah, okay, thanks for coming to pick me up. Can you actually, like, fight me? Dude, where are you going? Okay, to the Oasis. Comedy of errors. Dude, we wasted so much time. Oh! This is so unfair. Dude. Dude, no. No, dude, this is not... I'm actually, like, heartbroken right now. I'm not gonna be able to make it in time because of the Balahara and the second Arkveld. Who could have seen that coming? No! Have you ever had a hunt just fall apart? Like it disintegrated in your hands? Anyways, I've heard tell that you can get cheese over here, so... Dude, you owe me. This is your comeuppance. This is your official comeuppance. Unreal that that gives hyper. Like actual like earplugs hyper. I can see why people said that that move was insane. It's the one new thing that they gave Longsword in a sea of like other balance changes. Oh, where are we going? He's going to the nest? This is brand new behavior.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
YouTuber, did you know? YouTuber! Damn it, I broke the... I'm sorry, Sacred, my beautiful baby boy. Come here. Or girl. Could be girl.
We don't know. For sure.
Insane that I whiffed that because of the rotation. Again, it's out of all the weapons that like probably should be lining up with focus mode more than anything else, it's Longsword is one of them. And unfortunately, it's during one of your like flashiest moves. So like it's really awkward. About you get a mouthful of my blade. Oh, come on, dude. You know, I really do wonder... You know how Elden Ring bosses and enemies read animations in the queue? I wonder if they put that technology in Monster Hunter. I'm not saying From and Capcom are the same goddamn studio, don't get it twisted. But I could totally imagine them taking a peek behind the curtains and then, you know, implementing that and giving it to monsters. Especially because a lot of Soulsborne players are already, like, drawn to Monster Hunter. Gotcha! No! And he's right back into it. Insult to injury. I have 4 minutes. Can I do it in 4 minutes? Hero Toad! He does it again! He's back with a vengeance! You leave my friend alone! Yeah, it's like a solid, like, 3 seconds of input blocking. Okay. Nah, we're not doing it. We're not making it. Oh, is he going all the way to the... No, we're not doing it. Once again, another Arkveld flips between my fingers because... Skill issue, Lamau. God damn it. I'm like this close to just saying screw it and capping him because I'm sick and tired of him slipping between my fingers in the last 5 minutes when he's sculled. There we go. Confirmed sighting of a of another 5-star Gypceros. I would very much like to hunt that. Oh my god, there's 2 5-star Gypceroses shouldering in. That's crazy. Shh. Don't tell him. Gonna go in sneaky beaky like. Oh my god. You have other moves! No, I've had time to cool off. Thankfully, Arkveld hasn't come back in a hot minute. Yeah, no word of a lie. At 5-star in power, it hurts. It really does hurt. It is really cool to me that a mechanic like this is just baked into the game now. The challenge of folks doing the demo version of the flagship, right? Yes! I got it off. But I was gonna say the tradition of going after the beta flagship that is always like juiced up in a super, you know, it's pretty obvious. Although I think this time around, Arkveld is probably going to be a high rank monster, maybe. It's gonna be treated Nerg, because I don't think Nerg in Worlds Beta was juiced at all. I think it was just the fact that it was that hard because it was a high rank Elder Dragon, and that we were taking it on in trash equipment. Oh, he's tired and he's not tripping? Oh. Monster Hunter has fallen. It's over. Game's no longer good. Am I enjoying Longsword? Is probably a question posited to me. Obviously, putting myself through the grinder that is attempting to do beta Arkveld has certainly bore some interesting results. I'm learning quite quickly the limitations of this weapon, and I'm pretty confident that I could take it into the main game. Uh-oh. I think that's the other 5-star. I don't want to check, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I've noticed, and maybe from the trailers, that it will also be this way with the other bird wyverns, like Petku. But I do think that the bird wyverns like this, they have pack behavior. They do synchronize attacks. I kind of saw it firsthand in the last live commentary, where they both whipped out the same Flash Punisher. But it's really cool to see. I think Rathian and Rathalos hunts are finally going to be a lot more interesting than they have been previously. Because imagine all the different combos that they're going to lay up on you. I don't know. I think we've got a treat in store for us. Well, they definitely make sure to guarantee that she'll be using antidotes, at least with this fight. Dude, that was like a mating dance. That was crazy. Do they flash each other to communicate? That's kind of awesome. Now, I know what you might be saying, Pickle, why don't you dung bomb them? And it's like, I don't know. They're just Gypceros, dude. Oh, I say that as like I just eat a... Oh! Uh-oh. Still, my point stands. Regardless of how low-key terrifying that was. Like a goddamn samurai. Hold on. Breaking in. There's something funny happening. I remember it happening during the very first open beta test, and I see it hasn't been patched yet. How do I get out of this camp? Okay, so a Balahara dug a sand pit, and after they do that, they go to the bottom to wait for whatever drops in, or gets sucked down. One just opened up a pit in the sand dune. Yep. And it's stuck here. It's getting stuck in an infinite loop of just going back and forth up and down these steps. I saw it happen once before, but I didn't know the exact reason for why it was happening. Yeah, because it hasn't actually... You can see that the pit is marked on the map, but the Balahara can't actually get to the point on the map, it seems. It's just interesting. Or funny, however you want to view it. I've noticed ever since the double Arkveld event, Arkveld has not been showing up. I hope my spawns aren't messed up because of whatever the hell happened there. Also, there hasn't been another 5-star Doshiguma or Balahara in like a hot minute. I might just take a little break for now and come back to it, because friends want to hunt, and I'm okay with that. Welcome back. I have had absolutely zero luck getting a 5-star Doshiguma and Balahara to appear, so I'm just going to try and focus on soloing Arkveld with the longsword. It's definitely been a trial. I really need to stop going for the overhead. That's what's really killing me. I'm so used to the world combo of going for the overhead. You know, to sneak in the damage. God, that move is so strong. And, you know, I really should have countered there. I thought maybe I could evade out of it, but, you know, it's whatever. Apparently, Longsword also has a focus move that is extremely good. Or maybe runners just prefer to use it because the basic combo has gotten so clunky to counter out of. Either or wouldn't surprise me too much. I haven't figured it out yet. I also haven't really labbed it out. I'd rather just get her done. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. I was too slow to get the wound counter off. Or the punish? I don't know what we should be calling that. Haha, nice job, idiot. Stinky, smelly doo-doo head. Stinky, smelly doo-doo head. Dude, I really don't want to fight you in the water. This is like a worldlet issue, but I really want to know how I signal the Palico. Because that's been the biggest detriment so far in some of these hunts, is just the fact that the Palico just aggroes him away from where I want him to be. Okay, well, we're here in the spot. Rey Dau is here. Don't turn forward. Don't. This is actually really good. No, don't turf war, damn it! I really wanted Rey to laser him. Because this turf war does nothing for me. Oh! Yes! We can punish this too. Just gotta come at it with a fresh mind and positive attitude. Okay, that was really generous, and thank you, game, for giving that to me. Holy crap. We're doing it, chat. I'm not live, by the way. I don't... Dude, my vocabulary is like done for. It's cooked, as they would say. The chat in my mind just pogged out they gourd. I pogged out my gourd. We actually have him in a good spot. Rey Dau was also closing in on him. Oh, this could be huge. This could be actually huge. This could be gigantic. Yes! Rey Dau was on his way out. Man, it would have been so awesome if he double-teamed him with us. You know, that's technically destroying a wound. I'm just saying it would be awesome if it gave me Spirit Gauge. We still have time. I'm gonna leave it down to the 1 minute mark. So I have a minute to kill him before I'm just going to cap him, because this has been an ordeal and a half, and I've... Oh, it would be so nice to just do it right now. Yes! 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 I've earned this. I've earned this so hard. Ooh! This has been a long time coming. And it was clean, and it was smooth, and ooh boy! Felt good. Felt really good. Alright, that's another 5-star off the bingo card. Oh, I'll probably put it on screen now. It's worth mentioning. In the last episode, when I beat Arkveld with a hammer, that quest was weird. For one, I had like 35 minutes. I don't know what was going on there, but that Arkveld actually wound up giving me a bird wyvern gem in the reward screen. Don't know what that's about, but here we've got the genuine article, a genuine Arkveld gem, so that's awesome. Oh, this is a huge weight off my shoulders. I finally did it legit solo. Because, like, that first hammer run was, like, great, and I did it. But also, there was something weird with that quest. I don't know what else to tell. I don't know what happened. Happy that I did, because it gave me a clean opportunity to fight Arkveld and really, like, get a feel for his moveset. It feels good. It feels really good. I think I touched on it in a gameplay session with friends, but one of the things I noticed is, while I am annoyed when you travel to a camp that it locks you out of controls, it does so to flash a nameplate. And it doesn't tell you the camp or the area, it tells you the locale. So I really do think Wild is going to be fully open world, and that's just a crazy thought to me. I've been calling it pretty much since the Guiding Lands, that Monster Hunter 6 was probably going to be fully open world, and that the Guiding Lands was like the proof of concept for it. And lo and behold, they even streamlined the process of picking up shinies. There's no more Hoover vacuum roleplay. It's just, you do the thing, you get the part. Kinda crazy. Also, I've been hungry for those 5 stars, but nothing but 4 stars and lower have been spawning. Like, every time I get my hopes up, it's like, nope, just a 4-star. As you just saw right there, that's a 4-star Doshiguma. That is not a 5-star. That's 1 star off, and there's also a 4-star Balahara sneaking around here. A bit frustrating. I'm really glad with that Arkveld hunt that I actually didn't have to go through with my contingency plan. I have been farming this sleep herb now for the past day, just having tranks ready, and I've captured some monsters, but I was fully prepared to capture Arkveld just to get the completion in. But you know, I've actually got a video coming out here shortly. I don't know if I'll release it first or this live commentary. If you're living in the future, you already know which came first. But it was basically me going on about what monsters I think will probably return in Wilds. No cap, I'm not looking at data mines, I'm not looking at leaks. I'm just looking into everything that's been sticking out to me for the past 3 years of Monster Hunter. The basic synopsis of it is, there were a couple of Rise and Sunbreak monsters that stuck out to me in terms of their design quality and their model quality. They didn't feel like they were made for the Switch. They were made for some other system requirement because they were higher detail. They were doing different things, and 2 of those monsters so far have been confirmed for us in reveals. And the unfortunate part is I've actually been working on this video for just before those reveals happened, so I've actually had to re-record bits and pieces of the video. I basically said Mizu and Gore were some of those handful monsters from Rise and Sunbreak that stuck out to me, and lo and behold, they're coming. I think the rest of the video is probably going to be kind of accurate to how Wilds is going to play out. There's a couple of other monsters, but I won't spoil the video. That's for you, the audience, to discover and enjoy. But just know that, like, I'm cooking, and I've had my ear to the ground for, like, the past 3 years, and it's really paying off. I'm basically just trying to kill time to get the right kind of Doshiguma and Balahara to appear. Because I know they exist for one, because I fought them in the first open beta test, but since then, nothing. I do want to, like, try and lab out grilling. Well, I would assume the longsword user that hits most of their counters could probably cook a good steak. Also, big change from the first open beta test. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It actually matches the voice of your hunter now. Isn't that cute? So that's cool. Also, this is cozy. I really like the camera and the vignette and everything. I'm kind of a fan of the way that this game handles real-time menus and, like, interfaces. It's really nice. Howdy folks, we are now on day 3 of the beta and my self-imposed 5-star challenge. As a minor update, I've discovered something terrible. Any monster can appear as 5-star, including Chatacabra. My worldview was shattered last night because a 4-star Chatacabra showed up. So, there's that. I've been trying my very best. The only 5 stars that are reliably showing up are Gypceros, and of course Rey Dau and Arkveld, but those are guaranteed to be 5-star. I'm sort of at my wit's end. I've hunted a 4-star Doshiguma, Balahara, and now Chatacabra, but to no real avail. I thought maybe you have to hunt the monsters to get the harder ones to show up. That has not borne fruit. I've tried, out of pure desperation, looking at the SOS board to see if someone maybe has found and posted a 5-star of one of these monsters. No real success there. As you can see, I'm hunting for Doshiguma. It's all 3 stars. It's nothing but 3 stars. And slowly losing my mind. Like I said, I've been at this now for like 3 days trying to find the monsters. They're here in the world for half an hour if I don't hunt them. Then they just leave. So I've kind of just been hunting and capping them. If you cap them, they despawn quicker, because once the trap breaks, that's when the monster leaves. You don't have to wait for their corpse to decay. So you get better uptime on everything. There hasn't been a pack of Doshiguma in a hot minute. But this one has volunteered himself to die, even though he's a basic level. So, let's just do that. Chat, does he know? Chat. Chat, is he fully aware? Chat, is he cognizant? Chat, is he about to experience the knowable? Mods? Show him a time when he was happier in his life. Mods, show this Balahara when it was young and it didn't have responsibilities and it was cared for by its family. Mods, show this Balahara Game Boy Advance. Wasted opportunity for a sneak attack. -2 for the YouTuber. Thank you. I don't know who's keeping score. Anyways. That's a +5. Dude, that's the nice thing about capturing monsters is you just get it over with so quickly now. Alright, Arkveld is here. No, actually, my mistake, it's a Banyos. It's a Banyos, guys. Yeah, Mystery Wyvern? I think not. It's a Winged Drake, clearly. There's another 4-star Balahara. There has got to be something to this. Maybe if you hunt more of that monster, 5 stars will show up. Maybe that's the mechanic in question? Yeah, but also, how do you like that? Literally 4 4-star Balahara in a row. And I've hunted nearly all of them. Surely a 5-star is guaranteed to show up now, right? Like, maybe I need to... Maybe it is like the Guiding Lands. Maybe I need to, like, level up the population. If I continually hunt them, maybe tougher and tougher ones show up. Maybe they adapt. That would be an insane mechanic. It would also be incredibly insane if it was all just a coincidence. I know my original idea was to solo every 5-star monster, but I have not encountered a single 5-star Balahara, Chatacabra, or Doshiguma. So I've taken to joining SOS quests because it seems my world save is doing everything to disappoint me. So I've SOS'd into a 5-star Balahara. It seems like they're extremely rare. Like much rarer than in the first open beta test. And as you can see, they hurt. Are you joking? Ugh. Oh well. Oh my god. There we go. A little embarrassing to like die there, but at least I wasn't the only card. I really want to review the footage as to how I died there. It looks like I just got like the perfect spacing to get wombo comboed by moves that were not directed at me per se, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. It's the beta, who cares? Well, there's another 4-star Balahara, but my theory, I think I just got really lucky or unlucky last night, but like 4 4-stars in a row, and I hunted every single one of them, and then no 5-star. I just don't know what mechanics are at play here. Like, obviously, I understand the seasons. Monsters only spawn during certain seasons. I know that. I know that for a fact. You know, Rey Dau comes with the Sand Tide, Balahara only comes out during the Plenty, yada yada. But, like, man, it is just insane how unlucky I've been. Well, your YouTuber has failed. I am kind of just throwing in the towel for the challenge. I didn't realize the rates were going to be this stacked against me. I have been grinding the SOS boards. I have been checking and hunting every high-level Balahara and Doshiguma that dare shows its face. I kind of wish we had access to the Hunter's Note so I could show you just how many I've got under my belt at this point, but we are on the last day of the beta. Today is Monday. That means Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker. It is her favorite activity. But also, it means the beta is going to be ending in just a little over 3 hours now. And boy howdy, I've been in here all weekend, and when nothing is there that I want to hunt, I swap to video making mode, which is how I got the monster roster video officially up. We are now in the past, or we are now in the future. I've been recording so much, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it out before this episode, but this episode is going to come out after. So yay. People are really grilling me because I included Basarios, even though there was an interview recently with the Cuda saying that no, they weren't going to add Basarios. Which is like, yeah, that's fine. But also, a lot of that roster speculation video was me saying it's not impossible for them to add any of the monsters I suggested in the expansion that we know is coming. We know it's coming. It's an inevitability. But also, Takuda said there wasn't going to be a second beta unless Ryozo said so, and look where we are right now. I have learned to take some of the dev interviews with a grain of salt, because things can change. Capcom is just one of those studios where things can absolutely change. I'm not expecting a Fulgurite boulder to start moving day one of Wilds, but, you know. So the main issue with checking the SOS flares is that most people are just doing the optionals and SOSing into those, and those are set at 3-star. I really lucked out with the Balahara because 1, someone had a 5-star spawn, and 2, they were nice enough to share it. Oh, I have not been having that luck whatsoever. If you encountered a 5-star Chatacabra, buy a lottery ticket. That's all I'm going to say. I'm gonna check SOS boards one more time, but basically, if I can't find any more 5-stars for at least Doshagama, I'm going to call it with the next 4-star that spawns. And that's just going to be our stand-in for the challenge. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? Boy howdy, I wish I had Banishing Balls right now. Just to, like, cycle the monster forecast better. I wonder if that's going to be a feature in the main game. I will be flabbergasted, actually, if that's not the case. By the way, important for the Arkveld hunts. And probably for the full release, too. This is a rock that you can get monsters to destroy. And then inside there are Fulgurite stalactites that will 100% stagger monsters. And I'm trying really hard not to see that a 1-star Chatacabra dared to show his face. Friend Toad is... Ooh. I must resist my violent urges. I must be strong. Am I a bad person? We're like an hour and a half later since I said that we'd be back. There has still not been a 4-star Doshagama. Time is running short, to say the least. We're now T-minus an hour and a half to the end of the beta. You know, I thought the challenge would be easy. Turns out, that thing has hands. I probably would have had an easier time doing the Takuda challenge. The Takuda challenge, of course, is you hunt Arkveld with every single weapon type. And I'm beginning to think my time would have been easier spent there, since I already got the hammer and longsword runs out of the way. Got about a half an hour left. The Doshagama has been an utter no-show. Kind of a disappointing way to end things, so let's just hunt a Rey Dau with Gunlance. You guys haven't seen me play with Gunlance, even though I've been doing it this entire time. And I realized we're on the dunes, and I hate fighting on the dunes. Because the monsters, like, jitter all over the place. It becomes really hard to avoid attacks that you would otherwise avoid no problem. It's really frustrating. See, like there, I'm not really sure where his wing is going when we're on such a steep incline, so I just have to, like, guard just to be safe. Like, you know, it's like, look at that, man. Anyways, I just got through hunting another 4-star Balahara. Balahara, from my experience looking at the SOS quests and everything, seems to be the most common 5-star. There's pretty commonly a 5-star in the SOSs for Balahara. So I think what they did is, in order for the Arkveld and Gypceros shenanigans to ensue, we had to sacrifice the Doshagama and Chatacabra 5-stars. Because they figured no one would be fighting them, which is also true. They're definitely not monsters I gun for. It's gonna be Rey Dau and Arkveld through and through. How do I like the new Gunlance? So, I don't know if you guys know. If you watch Return to World, the entire back half of that video is dedicated to a save when the hunter I named Ace. And the bit there was that it was Gunlance only, because Gunlance was the weapon at the time with the worst pick rate. People were pretty convinced it was the worst weapon in World, with the exception of the Snowman tech. By that point, I think Snowman tech had just been discovered. Whoa. That hit a little sooner than I was anticipating. Probably because we were on the crest of a dune, and I chose to fight there because I'm stupid. No, Alma, no. Alma, please. Alma, please, I want to get in the tent. Alma, please. Thank you. But anyways, I really just wanted to dig in and figure out, you know, why is this considered the worst weapon in World? I've always had an appreciation for Gunlance. It was one of my off weapons that I would do in 3 Ultimate when I was soloing that. Brief history lesson. So 3 Ultimate for the 3DS did not have online servers. You had to daisy chain it off of a Wii U if you wanted an internet connection. So the hub quests were scaled for specifically 2-player. So it wasn't impossible to solo if you were a good enough player. And Gunlance would just be one of my go-to weapons, especially for fighting Savage Joe. G-rank Savage Joe. I lost my train of thought with 3U, but basically Gunlance was just one of the weapons that I used in 3U, so I have an affection and an appreciation for it, although it is basically an entirely new weapon at this point. For better. For absolutely better. Yowza. Dude. Okay, no. No, we have to step away from the dunes. This is some garbage. Luckily he's raged, so he will chase. The important thing to remember with the beta is that it's like a branch of the game that I think is like 4 months old, which is why a lot of the gameplay changes that they made from the first open beta test are not implemented. I think the frustrating part is that optimal DPS combos with older Gunlance really trigger arthritis, especially if you do poke shelling. Like if you just do like wide Gunlance poke shelling in World. Like that stuff, that hurts on controller. Like that just hurts my wrist after like a certain point, and I get tired of it, so you just sort of resort to slap lance because it's easier on your hands. I do like new Gunlance though. I also just really like that just spamming shelling works pretty well, because our weapons are so terrible that getting the true raw from the shelling is a little bit better in some situations. Obviously it won't be this way for the full game. Anyways, we're finally out of the water. I don't like fighting in the water. See, I think that's partially why the Monster Hunter team is reluctant to bring back underwater combat, is because Monster Hunter is intended to be more or less immersive, and so in order to do that they need to commit to water being slow. Yeah, that window is definitely not fast enough. That's another critique that I would have of current Wilds Gunlance. I don't know if it's going to change much. We'll just have to see when the game launches. I know that they said it would come with weapon changes, Insect Wave, and yada yada. Everything's getting like a slight rework from what we're hearing. Got the Fall Great knocked off of the tail. That was another thing. If this had been World or Iceborne, I would have taken damage there because I dared to do Slap Lance. That was one of the big things that I noticed in the Gunlance playthrough of Iceborne, was that Gunlance is just incredibly sluggish. Moves that have a lot of startup and a lot of recovery to an unfair degree. And it's still a little bit sluggish in places, like I said. My one critique is that the wound attack, the startup animation is cool, like the animation is awesome. It looks awesome, it looks cool. It's just a bit slow in comparison to other weapons that can really whip that out. In my ideal world, and this is something that the Monster Hunter team has never been particularly great at, is that when they have the mechanic attacks on weapons, they should really focus on making sure everything's got a decent equivalency. Iceborne Clutch Claw, right? I don't mind Clutch Claw. I've spoken at length of how it was utterly fine to me, especially because I play Hammer, and Hammer came out like literally the best because its Clutch Claw attack is just a really good combo. It's a really natural flow for the weapon, but no other weapon got anything remotely close to that. Like, Clutch Clawing onto the monster's head and just spamming the soften was like such a good way to go. But no other weapon really got the benefit of like a good Clutch Claw combo other than Sword and Shield with the Shoryuken and everything. It's just, they need to do better about giving all the different weapons equivalencies. Like, everything should have the same responsiveness if it's meant to be a universal mechanic. It can be extremely frustrating when a weapon just struggles to engage with some of the gameplay mechanics because it's like, it just doesn't come out as fast as other weapons. Now, I'm not saying all weapons should have the same attack speed, far from it, because that would just sort of ruin the point with a lot of weapons in Monster Hunter. But it's like, if my wound attack comes out like a full second after other weapon types, it's like, I am really at a disadvantage here, especially when I can't move quickly with my weapon. A nice thing that I've noticed about Rey Dau, though, is if you do manage to get the guard off, yeah, I just don't have the reach. If you do get the guard off when he's doing the wing swipes, he lands pretty immediately, which is appreciated. Like, that's just a nice quality of life thing to help shielded weapons not have to play the catch-up game. I would say that's like a #1 issue right now with Arkveld, is that he is really bouncy. Like, just as a default, he's got Papega mode. He just whips around and outmaneuvers you and controls area, which I guess is the design of the monster, but... Oh, I didn't realize that does sever damage. Well, we've learned something new. It just feels satisfying to do, to just scrape your weapon along the surface of a monster. I think we're about to get the 15-minute warning for the beta, which is going to be bittersweet because, man, I sure wish I could have finished the challenge that I wanted to.
I've set a trap.
Dude, you're in that. You're in that. Come here. Oh no, don't shoot me. There we go. Easy peasy. There's no Arkveld in store for me. There's no Doshagama. It's just, this is kind of the end. We finished it off with a pretty The awesome Rey Dau hunt. I learned some things, got to show off Gunlance a little bit more. But yeah, I got half of the 5-star monsters I wanted to. The next time I see this screen, there won't be a beta there. It'll just be the full release. And that's in, oh man, 10 days, just about. Because by this time on the 27th, I will be gearing up for probably the preload and everything. You know, it's kind of bittersweet. Didn't accomplish fully what I wanted to, but, you know, I did get to talk about this game. And it's gonna be really fun digging into this. Alright, everybody. See you in the full release.